Ah, hi. Hello. Hi. What? Hello. Hi. Good evening. I definitely didn't get really invested in something and lost track of time. I was live on time. Ah, flowers. Thank you. Thanks, flowers. I was live on time, but I hadn't finished the thing I was looking at. So I hit the go live button and I was like, I'll deal with that in a sec. I need to finish what I'm doing. And I didn't. Which is great. My phone is not charging? Oh, there we go. The cable just wasn't in properly. I just looked at my phone and I was like, you've been plugged in for the last hour, why are you still on 50%? Cable wasn't in properly. Ah, how's everybody doing tonight? How are we doing tonight? I hope everybody is good. Ba, ba, ba. Okay. That's something for later. Okay, close that window and deal with that another day because we are now streaming. There we go. It was a lavatar. Aw, baby. Hey, we are gonna have a guest with us at some point. They are making their way over. That's the window. They're making their way over because they weren't sleeping, is what they said to me. Definitely weren't sleeping. It's fine. I'm not ready either. Remove some of the notifications on my screen. There we go. Something about you, baby, so right. I've said this to a couple of people now that I'm going to be a massive hypocrite because I spent like a week telling people I wasn't going to do a thing. I'm now in the process of setting that thing up. So, yep. so much for that. But you know, needs must at the end of the day. But that's something for later. We're gonna carry on with something similar to what we were doing yesterday, which I can open up and show you guys. I did these yesterday. These sprites for the game. This is a dialogue sheet. Hey, I'm really happy with this. I was literally, when I finished the stream, I sat and just looked at this for a while because I was just like, man, I did a good job. I'm happy. Maybe I should save this as a template and offer commissions for it. No, I can't do that. I can't do that. Not when it's for the game. But anyway, we're making another one. So let's double check the size of this. Edit, Sprites, canvas size, 68 by 68. New file. Oh, it saved it. Nice. Okay, background. Don't know what the background color is going to be, so we will go with. Load palette. Can I load a palette from this? Yeah. That's. Wow, you could just load a palette from a picture! Oh my god, this program. One day I was surprised when Chaotix told me. Look, I'm gonna be frank. I always consider the speed at which I create stuff to be one of my biggest flaws. So whenever I am complimented for doing something fast, I fucking take that. I fucking grab it when someone compliments me for doing something fast. I do not consider myself a fast person. So thank you. This is like when Kazoo was like, she said she would take, like, a week, and she did my retexture in 2 days, and I'm like, yeah, I did! Ha ha ha! I am not generally a fast person. It took me 6 months to make an avatar. Oh, I think my partner's ready. Wonderful. Oh! Try not to look like a deer in the headlights, love.
Hello!
I'm here! I gotta get your camera set up because I haven't had your camera on my stream in months.
Nope.
Because you were here before, but you were here in person.
Yeah. You couldn't see me then. I was a ghost. Gives me a minute to fix my lipstick, lol.
Cameras and frames. Curls frame, curls cam.
My lipstick's doing an incredible job of failing at the one job of lipstick, which is being on my lips.
I find that most lipstick fails at that one job. That's why I generally don't go for lipstick. Well, you know me, I don't generally go for any makeup.
You don't go for makeup full stop. I've always been a lipstick girly.
I fidget with my face too much.
As I told you recently, part of the reason I wear lipstick is to stop me doing that.
Well,
I look pretty good for someone who was asleep 30 seconds ago.
Yep. Yeah, I've already told chat this. Like,
chat already knows my sins.
My co-host.
It's so funny though.
Wasn't asleep.
It's so funny though because I woke up dead on 8:30. It's like something in my brain was like, "There's somewhere you're meant to be."
Opposite energy of you shouldn't be here.
You should be somewhere else. Hi, chat.
Yeah,
how are we doing? It's been a minute since you've had me with good audio quality.
Ta-da! Yeah, I've got to share mic in the past. There she is. She's back in October when we started this whole thing, like.
And also my favorite month.
Many years ago. 'Tis the season, everybody.
Did you miss me?
Yeah.
That's a joke.
I literally only thought that as I was saying it, as the words left my mouth, I was like, "Fuck, have we really been doing this for like 3 years?" Because
2 years. 2, 5.
Was it 2 years or 3?
2.
Okay.
It is 2 years because we've only celebrated a 1-year anniversary so far.
Okay. Like again,
unless we both forgot.
Again,
which I don't think we did.
Again, the pandemic has literally taken years of our life. But like, we started Tuesday art streams because of the pandemic.
Yes.
Which is why I'm like, well, that means we started in 2020, right? Because that was the year that the pandemic started. Which is why I'm like, wait, we've been doing this for 3 years?
For unrelated reasons, I'm just going to go to YouTube real quick.
VOD channel, let's go.
Did we miss one?
Maybe.
Like,
I know I haven't made a big deal of like stream anniversaries because I streamed very casually for like 3 years. For like 3 years.
But the art stream one was always different.
Yeah. So even though Twitch is always like, your Twitch channel is like 7 years old, I'm like, yeah, but I've only been doing this seriously for like 2 years, so I'm not doing a 7th anniversary stream. I might.
Our first art stream was, in fact, October 27th, 2020.
I was right.
Yes.
Wow, 27th. Which
So we really missed an anniversary.
Yeah. Again, the pandemic.
I feel like the last time we talked about it was the first year anniversary.
And then we missed last year.
We missed our anniversary, Blue.
No! We really are an old married couple.
We really are married, yeah. We know when we got married.
We celebrated our anniversary and then rocketed straight into forgetting about it.
It's only 1 year and 10 years that counts anyway.
Yeah, well, if apparently the anniversary falls on a Friday this year, so guess we can continue to do nothing about it.
It's the day I start physiotherapy. We really are married. Just going into physiotherapy for my back, dear. Please enjoy your stream. I have to go get some discs put back in. They've got to turn it off and on again. Don't know what this accent is. Hello, everybody.
I don't know either what you are doing.
I don't know. How's that physical therapy for you? I start it on the 27th, so I'll let you know. It's going to be interesting, though, because I go to the Mighty Nine reunion on the 25th with Kay, and I get back on the morning of the 26th, and then I have physical therapy.
Cool, so you're going to be nice and exhausted.
Nice and exhausted and in pain, yeah.
It's like, why have you pulled like 6 muscles in your back?
Imagine it.
In theory, you should be.
See, you have to be wheeled in here and kind of dumped out.
It does. Whenever I see PT, my brain does have to do a bit of mental calculation of not the video game.
Yeah, no, I'm going into PT. Which one was PT? Oh no, I'm getting it mixed up with Amnesia.
Was PT the one that was like essentially a glorified? Huh?
Was it PT the one in the hospital?
No, that's
Oh no, was
Outlast.
PT the one the demo?
Yeah, I was about to say PT was like the experience, like the demo, which.
I'm sorry, I failed all horror enthusiasts. Yes, that was that one.
Yeah, no, our Outlast is the one that's in the mental asylum.
Yes, that's what I was like, somewhere between Amnesia: The Dark Descent, Slender, and...
Which is weird, because none of those games are what PT was related to. I believe the original speculation...
Resident Evil.
It was Resident Evil. They thought it was...
As Nerin has correctly said in chat.
They thought it was the next Resi game, which it wasn't.
No, Kojima was just huffing something and then ended up accidentally redefining horror media.
I mean, that's Kojima for you.
Didn't even mean to. Dude, the game never came out. Speaking of, I need to write a letter today.
Yes, because I was writing a letter. A letter for me!
A letter for you! Because I forgot. I forget. Oh my god, I'm having a stroke. Okay, there we go.
Okay, yeah.
I just opened 3 different folders, none of which were even related to what I was looking for. Oh boy. I'm so excited to go into Whisper's brain and not have to think.
Chat don't even know who you're talking about.
I think chat does. I feel like we talked about Dead Letters while I was up yours.
We talked about Dead Letter, but I feel like we didn't explicitly talk about our characters too much.
Our blobs.
Yeah, because they were very...
Our sweet, sweet blobs.
They were very fresh in our heads.
Yeah, they were fresh and tender and spicy.
Yeah, and at the time, only one letter had been written as well, so...
Yeah, which was mine.
Yeah, and I've written my letter now, and Kels is writing her second one, so we've both had time to sort of get an idea of...
Let them stew.
Yeah, they've had some time to cook.
They are such characters, chat. They are the most characters of all time.
So character.
They have, like, it's funny when you have to contain it all into letters, the character becomes so concentrated because it needs to come across in just letters that they're writing. Right? So they have to have such strong personalities. And my god, do they ever. I don't know if we got to show them because I think you've always been on VR cam. This is Dead Letters Society.
Yes, we haven't had.
And as you can see, Blue got it dead on. She probably saw this from about 10 miles away.
I mean, I literally did. I told you the story. I was walking
Look
down...
at me and then look at this and be like, yes, this is a thing she owns.
I was walking down the indie game section of UK Games Expo, literally thinking in my brain of like, this is the place where I could get something for curls. And then this is on my left and I'm like, yes. And I walk over to it and start talking to the person who wrote it and just being like, wow, everything that you have just said is for my friend. Montford Games, for those who are...
That's what that says.
Yes.
Is that Kickstarter still live?
It's still going. It's got 4 days left. So yeah,
I'll show people.
Part of this conversation that they had telling me about this game, I threw out. I was like, oh, I'm going to get this for my friend. She's very into vampires. I'm into werewolves. That's kind of our thing. And she was like, I'm literally making a werewolf one. And the two are going to be compatible. And that is now available on Kickstarter. I have already backed it, so that we can do...
You early bird bit Kickstarter.
Yeah, I early bird backed it because this was... It went live literally while Curls was here.
Yeah.
And I
we were streaming at the time that it went live and we were literally like on the break screen backing it.
Yeah. Because we'd literally just sat down... We'd sat down for like an afternoon to do all the world building and the character building together, which was so fun.
It's so good.
Yeah, and then Kels had written one letter, and I think at this point I still hadn't written mine, but we were both already so committed to this, we were like, oh, we're 100% playing the werewolf one as well.
Oh
so
yeah, we're gonna play
hesitation.
this one on its own. Almanac of Sunken Paths, which is the werewolf one, and then we're gonna play them together. Like, we're doing 3 runs of this game.
Because they've all
Kickstarter, if you want to go look, it's I mean, everything these guys make is fucking gorgeous quality.
Yeah. One of the, like, stretch goals or tiers on Almanac is a special edition of Dead Letter.
Yeah.
And that, you know,
yes, if you want both of them, and both of them real pretty, looking like fucking vintage novel editions.
Yeah, there's a special edition for both of them, so they obviously match. But yeah, the world building is very intuitive for us because they literally give you like categories and a block of words, and you decide which like 6. We did 3 each, right? Yeah, we did 3 each.
We did 3 each of like this massive. My lighting is way too strong today. Massive block of words that we wanted. And like that means that every time we play this, we're gonna have a completely different like world state.
Yeah, and it was fun because literally when it was like, oh, you need to pick a word, literally I picked up the book and I literally within 5 seconds I was like, oh, all of these are good.
They're all really good words.
These are all good words. But you just reminded me that I should send you the doc.
My character sheet, yes, please.
Yeah, I forgot about that. You should have said because we did all of this.
No, I thought about it and then chose not to care.
Yeah, we did all of this on the tablet that Den gave me because we were sat downstairs. So we were there with the tablet and the Apple Pencil.
We had the physical character sheet and we're like writing on it in Procreate.
Was wonderful.
Because it's all on their website. But yeah, I've got all the important stuff written down anyway.
I opened a Procreate and I saw the sad blue picture again. Also needs to get sent to the computer.
Yep.
Okay.
Don't do that now.
Yeah, I will send you your character sheet because if you're doing your letter, you may need it, but I won't do mine.
Okay. No, I'm alright because trust me, in just the stuff that happened in my Chronicle phase, I have enough. I've had a Society phase and a Chronicle phase, and trust me, I've got enough going on.
Fair enough. I will put the tablet to one side. But yeah,
we should explain. The game is in 3 phases: Chronicle phase, Society phase, letter phase. It means that when it's not like quote unquote your turn to write a letter, you still have shit to do. Which is really fun because it means that basically it's like things are happening while you're waiting to receive a letter.
Yep.
In your life.
Yeah, things happen.
And you draw from a tarot deck, which we'll talk about. Yeah, letter phase, write a letter and then send it into a society phase where you resolve a society event, and then you go into a chronicle phase where you receive a letter and then develop what happens. And like truly, I don't know about you, but truly everything that's happened in both those phases is so much. So much has happened.
Yeah, but it's really fun. Just even as someone like as me who doesn't consider themselves too much of a writer, because like it is definitely, it's one of those things where it's not like in a D&D thing where you roll on the table and it's literally like, you know, an owlbear comes out and attacks you or something. Like it just gives you like a vague prompt.
Yeah.
But your head kind of makes the story of like when I pulled my prompts in my chronicle phase and I looked at them, I was like, I already know what this means. I already know I already know what's happened. I know what the significance of this is. And I'm like, oh my god. And because again of the concept of writing letters and partly because of the setting that we have chosen, literally months pass in between our characters
our letters
interacting.
Yeah, we're not like, for our setting, it's not, we operate on sort of a 6-month cycle, very intentionally.
Yes.
But like some of the examples they have is like, maybe you communicate every day for 30 days or something like that. We did not choose to do that.
Yeah, it's so fun, the world creation and the character creation together. And like, because the reason it's called the Dead Letter Society is that's what you join. You join the society, which is about vampires sending letters to one another. So I believe that...
We should also say, I don't know if you're also getting this vibe, the society, not a neutral force.
No.
Very much has its agenda. Yeah. No idea what it is.
No, but that's literally part. You can make that part of your game of like working out what the hell the society's beef is. Which is why it's fun that one of the stretch goals that has already been reached on Almanac is the Interceptor.
Oh, the one where you... Which is the 3-player.
Third player mode, where somebody is essentially playing as the society and intercepts the letters. But you could
I really want to play... There's a couple of 1-player scenarios in this, but my favorite one, I said to Blue, I think is called They Never Reply, which is literally that, in that you're supposed to have been paired with someone. Yeah, they never reply. In this variant, you play as a single vampire who never receives a letter in response. Write a journal entry about how you feel each time you don't receive a response. What happened to them? Will they ever write back? Are they even receiving your letters? Or something's wrong with the society. The society refuses to connect you with another vampire. Your letters, therefore, should be addressed to the society itself as you try to convince them your goals are worth pursuing. Perhaps someone within the society is blocking you on purpose. And there's a bunch of different, like, scenarios for solo play, scenarios for duo play, etc. And it's really fun. But I really want to do a They Never Reply because that sounds like a descent into madness I could get behind.
So
I'm also trying to work out what kind of fucking person you would have to be for the society not to match you with
someone. I know, right? What kind of person are you, or what is the society trying to do? Because naturally, as well, the society could be different on each playthrough.
Because the thing is, there's no, like, block of text that's like, this is what the society is like. It's literally just... The part of character creation is you decide the other player decides what you pay to the society to join it, which is usually a pretty intangible and high cost. But there's no, like, text that's like, the society is a mistake. Like, you just get that vibe from playing.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, let me read the flavor text for the Almanac, because much like how the Dead Letter Society is a thing within Dead Letter Society, so is the Almanac. So like,
the Sanguine Path.
The opening thing for Almanac is, your Almanac may be an old book filled with information about phase of the moon tides, a newsletter that escapes your junk mail filter, or an indie gaming magazine just thrust into your hands one day. No matter its format, the origin of this benign text is unknown to you now. Once in your hands, however, you begin to notice oddities. Pages that glisten in moonlight, a sound that mimics your favourite bird call, pictures moving when you don't look. You're certain there's more to uncover, but you'll need help. The first hidden message you discover tells you about how to contact other werewolves in the Almanac, securely and secretly, and if you choose so, anonymously. Together, you can discover what it means to walk the Sanguine Path. So you get
That's pretty fun.
You can get like a magic book, but because like there are sci-fi things, it's like, oh, maybe it's an email. Literally, one of the I think it was the update she sent out today. It was literally, oh, one of the settings that we're going to be having in is called the Generation Ships. In the far future, the Earth suffers and the werewolves suffer with it. Some attempt to find an escape from their pain by joining a generation ship. Sometimes a crew, sometimes
Generation
passenger.
ships is also a scenario for Dead Low.
Hey! Nice. So they work together.
Yeah.
They work together. Hey, yo, they literally just posted an update. Oh my god, that's gorgeous. They posted one of the book plates.
Blue, focus.
It looks so pretty!
I know! I should say, if character creation is really daunting for people, there is a bunch of pre-made
There's
characters
pre-made stuff for everything. If you don't want to make the world, it's done for you.
Yeah, but if there's parts of the process that you're like, I don't feel like doing that, or I don't really know how, you don't have to. But we did. We wanted to do those things. And our blobs are crazy. Holy shit, yeah, you weren't joking.
Yeah, they literally just said, everyone who backs the campaign for the soft cover edition tier or higher will get 2 book plate stickers with their reward. A book plate, if you aren't familiar, is a decorative sticker or a stamp that is placed in the front of the book to tell everyone it's yours.
Yep.
Yee! Freebies. It's good. It's good. Get it while
More common
you can.
in older books. Yeah, do it.
So yeah, so we're playing.
Yeah, genuinely fans.
Definitely, if we're going to go to UK Games Expo next year, I'll definitely be keeping my eye open to be like, I'm Munford Tales there, and if they are, can I shake can I shake their hand and ask you to sign our books, because we love your stuff.
Yeah. I will say, Blue, for this letter, this is a teaser, I have slightly stolen your idea of certain redactions, but the way that Whisper does reactions is a bit different from you.
Well, I would think so. Yeah, you could tell I was the artist because I immediately, when it was my turn, started getting into bits on the letters being scribbled out and the letter being written on.
Yeah, I feel like that's an inherent part of letter writing. Like, that's when you're telling a story through letters, that stuff is really important because it's you have very little storytelling material to work with. So things like annotations, like there's a reason why they encourage you to do like annotations, crossouts, those little things add so much character. The thing is with the reason why I didn't go for it is because Whisper, who's my character, is so self-assured that I just don't think, like, you'll get more redactions the more honest she's being.
Yes.
Right, like, she's the first, like, intro letter, she came out swinging.
Absolutely. Well, that was what happened with me with the one redaction I did, was, like, me being too honest. The fun thing that I did to Curls was because our letters are typed, I said to her, I was like, if you want, you can
unredact that.
You can unredact it and see what she said, of, like, either by, like, you know, however you would do it in real life, like, you're shining a light through the paper, or you're, like, doing the thing where you rub pencil over it.
It can be magic.
Or magic. So I literally said to her, I was like, you can unredact that. There are words under there for you to read if you think your character would do it.
And you'll find out if I did or didn't.
It's just fun.
Yeah, if anyone who wants to know who my character is, Whisper is essentially Pitch Black from... I went to Guardians of the Galaxy, that's not right.
Isn't it just the Guardians? Legend of the Guardians.
Nope, Legend of the Guardians. Is that the owl one? Uh-oh.
No, yeah, I mean it is, because annoyingly they called the film Legends of the Guardians.
Yeah, they came out the same year and they have an extremely similar name.
Yeah, it's also confused me because the books are called The Guardians of Gahul, which they should have called the film, but they called the film Legend of Guardians Owls of Gahul. And it's like,
this is one of my favorite movies. Why can't I remember the fucking name of it?
I love the owl film though, I will say.
Jack Frost movie. Rise of the Guardians. That's
there
it.
You go.
Jesus. Yes. My character's essentially Pitch Black from Rise of the Guardians. But like, if she was a bitchy witch. What the fuck kind of Pokemon is that?
What Pokemon? Elgian? It's a little alien guy.
What the fuck? Who are you?
Guess what gen it is, girls? It's black and white.
Black and white.
It's black and white.
What the fuck were they huffing? I mean, I'll try and catch it, sure. I mean this very sincerely, I've never seen this Pokemon or the thing it evolves into in my life.
Mm-hmm. They're based off aliens.
They only have also been in Sword and Shield, and that's it.
Yes. Because of Joshua Bank. Because Britain!
Yay. I know we're jumping topics left and right,
ADHD.
but can we talk? Can we talk about? So, okay, massive news, chat. I caught my first ever shiny in Pokemon, in any Pokemon game.
Yes, I
this weekend
demanded access to Curl's Horde of shiny herb, of which I have none.
Which I've already restocked.
Oh my god.
More than.
Oh my god.
I think since we did that, I've been getting 2 per raid.
What the fuck? I've had none. Game refuses to give me herb, but apparently
so
it will give
basically
me
my herb stash in Pokemon Scarlet Violet is pretty much open resource for any of my friends because I don't shiny hunt anymore really, but I just like doing the raids when there's a raid challenge on. So I have a bunch of them, but I don't use them. So it's like if you need me to just like make a sandwich for you guys,
yeah, group sandwiches.
Carry on.
So yeah.
So while we were watching stuff over the weekend, the weeks.
Over the week.
Plural.
Yeah. I don't know which day. I don't know which day it was now at this point.
No.
I
like
demanded. I had
sandwich time.
Yeah, I was like, I want a sandwich. What are we shiny hunting? And I looked at the ingredients. Originally, I wanted to do normal type, and I didn't have the ingredients for it, so I went, fuck it, we'll do fire type because it's you. I found 2 shiny Vulpixes. I caught
my first ever shiny. It was a male Salandit, which is useless.
Oh, that's such a good boy.
He's such a friend, but he is completely useless.
You have your own Dundee. Dundee is my male Combi in my Nuzlocke of like, cool, this guy's just a Combi forever.
I did not care because I was like, I've literally never encountered a shiny. Apart from that one Pelipper that mocks me every day, and the shiny Zapdos I caught on Blue's Pokemon Go.
Yep.
Like on her
Pokemon
phone.
Go shinies don't count.
No, I have never even encountered one. Ever. Even when trying. Even when doing like the strat, the hunts. It just doesn't happen for me. And I caught my first ever little shiny Salandit, and I'm holding it in my little hands, this little lizard, and I'm like, Blue, look at this. And in that time she's caught 2 shiny Vulpix.
The fun thing is, like, I caught the first shiny Vulpix and I was like, cool, I'm done. And in my brain, I was like, well, like, I've got time left. I could go to the zone and go to a different zone and hunt something else. So I was basically running in a circle in the map, not really thinking, trying to scan the Pokedex in my brain of, like, what fire types are there that I could look for? And even I was like, maybe I could go look for a Salandit as well, but I don't know if that would end well. And while I was thinking, another Vulpix appeared, which is why I was like, you can have this one because you gave me the herb.
Yes, which I then took into Hisui and Decidueye and kicked his butt, so appreciate it. Also, Shiny Ninetales is like my canon Pokemon.
Another reason why I wanted to give it to you.
Yes, but then, me and Blue watched Bar's End today. I'd already watched it, but Blue watched it for the first time. It's so good.
I need to point out again, I wanted to do a normal shiny hunt, and I couldn't because I didn't have the ingredients. The reason I wanted to do a normal type one is I wanted a shiny Sentret, because I love Furret. Unironically, I love Furret. So I wanted one.
And so Blue's like talking about maybe setting up like a shiny lobby, or I'm like, yeah, whatever, sure. And while like in the opening seconds of the conversation, it felt like Blue's like, is that just a shiny Sentret?
No, what happened was we were just there watching Dimension 20. The reason I couldn't do it is because Shiny Sentret, the best way to hunt it is at night time. And it was daytime in my game, so it's like I gotta fucking wait for the time to tick over. Alright. Oh, are you off to bed? Okay, night night. I love you, bye bye. Nope. No reaction.
Nope, I can't see you, and I don't care what you think.
See you tomorrow. It's off to bed. But yeah, the best way to hunt shiny Sentret is at night because there's a cave that they just spawn in like crazy. So I was waiting for the day to tick over to night. And I was just wandering around in the grass, not paying attention to anything. And I got into a fight with a regular Ekans. And literally as the camera pans round to look at the Ekans, I see a little yellow speck. And I literally go, no, out loud. Wait, and Girls is here, not knowing what the hell I'm doing, and I'm like mashing the runaway.
I'm playing Baldur's Gate, watching Dimension 20. I'm not doing shit.
I'm like mashing the runaway button. I'm like, fuck this Ekans. There's a shiny Sentret right there. And I caught it.
It's so, like, my shiny odds at this point are beating math, right? Like with the amount of shiny hunting I've done, it's just statistically unlikely that I've not encountered one. And yet. It doesn't help that most of the Pokemon I like have really, like, hard to distinguish shinies.
Yeah.
Like, apart from, like, you know, Salazzle is as obvious as you can get.
Yeah, you had to Google it because you didn't know, and I was like, you will know if you see a shiny one.
Yeah, well, because I'm used to the Pokemon I like having, like, the shiny just be like, they're slightly green. Vulpix.
It's kind of yellowy.
It's green. Don't lie to yourself. My first shiny was on Sapphire, a Lunarock. Lunarock's a good first shiny. I remember I used to get in those conversations with people where it's like, what was your first shiny outside of Red Gyarados? And I'm like, oh boy, I've got news for you.
I mean, I'd call that yellow, not green.
It's like a little green. It's got like an undertone.
Maybe on the feet bits.
It's like shaded green. But that's why I love shiny Ninetales, chat. Superior to a Alolan Ninetales, everyone can eat my ass. What does shiny Alolan Ninetales look like? Is it just normal coloured Ninetales?
I wish it was. It isn't. It is. It literally just shifted from like the pale blue to like a pale, like grey pink. It's very unnoticeable, and I'm like, why? Why didn't you like reverse it? That would have been fun. They did that with the Hisuian. Like a shiny Hisuian, Decidueye looks like a regular Decidueye. It's green.
Oh yeah, it's just like slightly pink.
Yeah.
I was literally, the only images that came up were fan art, and I was like, where's the screenshots?
It's because in the screenshots you can't tell.
Hey, bud.
Lol.
Everyone's fan art of Ninetales is so majestic.
Oh yeah, people love it.
Y'all really got it. Yeah, as established in the canon, my canon Pokemon is an alpha shiny Ninetales. I don't even care.
Yeah. It's just my alpha Arcanine, him big boy.
Him big.
Him big. Hey, buddy.
Which is why I really loved when... Is there an alpha Ninetales like early in Arceus? Or is it really late? I can't remember which.
I think it's late, actually. I don't think you can count Ninetales very early.
I don't think it's that one that people encounter right at the start and it kicks their ass.
No, that's the Rapidash. Everybody...
That's the Rapidash, that's it, yeah.
Like,
I knew it was a fire type.
Wild Rapidash right in the starting zone.
The amount of clips I've seen of that is so funny.
What do you mean it's level 40? I'm level 2!
But yeah, when I started seeing people fight that big Ninetales, I was like, that's my daughter. That's my child. My blood child. Hello, hello. What was I talking about in this letter? I've got to both remember what I was talking about and what Wicker was talking about. Wicker is Lou's character.
It's me.
Their names both start with W. That is definitely not why the society paired them together. I've done my usual character trick of choosing a name that could have the in front of it, and it makes it more ominous. So she's the Whisper, technically. I just think all characters should be the something. I just believe that. That's like true of all my currently active characters. I've named them that way. Because it's that kid, the Pox, the Whisper. What other active characters do I have?
I mean, that's really that's really simple, but I'd say that fucking works for a sprite, honestly.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that gets the intent across, doesn't it?
Generic bad guy sprite, yeah.
Yep, just like black hood, no face. Yeah, that kind of gets the intent across, doesn't it? That's kind of a wow. That was really a one and done kind of thing, huh? I mean, I'll refine it a little bit. There's a few stray pixels that bug me.
I forgot that line. I'm reading back what I wrote last time. Holy shit, we have IRL curls instead of a pick-a-bird flipping us off.
I can bring that picture back.
I can also just flip you off. Yeah, no, I'm here. I'm like here.
Yeah. It's the first time that she's like been here in months.
And also I will be semi-regularly back being here.
Yay!
Because I'm done.
Dunyan rings.
I'm done your rings. So, might as well. Yeah, you'll get more of me achieving very little. Sorry, I'm laughing at my own writing. This fucking bitch. I love her so much. Should I give you a teaser? This is the paragraph that's making me laugh. It's only 3 sentences long. It's up to you if you want it, though.
Go for it.
This is a decent way in, but it works on its own, and I think chat will get an idea of the kind of person that Whisper is. I'm aware of the fact I may seem to you incurious. In truth, it is because I am. My existence has not necessitated exploration and curiosity, and has, in fact, punished such impulses. I have been so aware of this deficiency since hearing from you that it has motivated me to remedy it in some regard. As this utterly backfired in almost every respect, your repentance will be having to read my account of these events in their entirety.
What the fuck?
You did this, fuck you. I'm your second favorite curls behind curly fries. I would say that I'm too high on the tiers there. There's a couple other things that could go there. But yeah, that's Whisper. That's Whisper in a nutshell. It's like, listen, I didn't give a shit about any of this before you told me to, and in fact, I actively resent you for it. Tauros! That's an old friend.
We know that one!
Just turn the fan off and I immediately need to turn it back on. I hope everyone who follows me on Twitter has been enjoying me spamming screenshots of my son, my precious boy. I love him. Blue has had the honor of looking at his face for 2 weeks. He's face. So good. He's the goodest boy. He's the most good boy. that's ever good boyed. He's currently in Act 3 and is having a bad time. In Baldur's Gate, I should specify.
Baldur's Gate.
I'm so hyper-focused on Baldur's Gate that a Final Fantasy patch has happened and I haven't played it yet.
I know, right? That's unheard of.
I eat space chickens. No, don't do that. They'll get your ass. There's one thing I know about chickens. They're ruthless. That was a Zelda joke. I need to watch the new episode of Candela. That'll help me get back in the vibe of what we were writing.
Oh my god, are we going to talk about Burrow's End?
I mean, yeah, we should have done this a while ago. Everyone go watch Burrow's End.
Oh my god, it's so good. I love it.
Burrow's End is doing the truly impressive feat of catering to both me and Blue.
It's great. Like, you know, everybody saw the trailer and was like, "Oh, is for Blue RPG playing as little stoat animals with maybe magic ties? Who knows?" And then we watched it and we were like, "Oh, ominous dark forces beyond our control. Hello, curls."
Episode 2 has a major body horror warning.
That is still astounding to me.
Yep, I'll find out in midnight tonight why that is.
Holy shit.
But yeah, if you like me on some level, were looking at the trailer and were like, "Oh, this looks fun, but maybe it's a little silly. I'm in the mood for something a bit heavier." It somehow caters to both ends. Because it's stoats, it's silly. Because it's that plot, it's quite serious. It's great. Also, like, the D20 table is always so talented, but they really nailed the family dynamic. They've got 3 generations of family in that cast in terms of player characters. And man, they just get it right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you've got the, like, grandma, 2 sisters, and then their kids and one of their husbands. And, like, the dynamic is there. Like, it reminds me of Crown of Candy a lot in terms of just, like, the moment you get through the character intros, you're like, I know these characters, I know they're dynamic with each other, I know that they have a long history, I feel it in how they're being played. Gotta continue climbing up Mount Rockin'. Oh my god. There's so many raids I've got to do, Naren.
I think also I've got Chaotix and Gido animations fully programmed in. Heck yes!
Yeah, there's a bunch of things in FF I've got to do. Least of all, assert my dominance as leader of the FC, apparently.
Yeah, your authority was challenged.
the Final Fantasy GMs took my badge away from me.
Yeah.
While I was away.
Meanwhile, as the very casual guild leader of the guild in Guild Wars, I apparently have 2 guild members conspiring against me, because for 2 days in a row on stream, they've been like, "Don't go into the guild hall!" And I was like, I wasn't going to, because I basically don't play the game unless it's Thursday. Why? What did you do to the guild hall? Nothing! It's not done yet! Don't look!
Den Core.
Like, Den Core, what are you 2 doing?
I know, why is it when there's trouble? It's always you 2.
It's always you 2. Yeah.
I didn't have to be told.
The pair of them have discovered the decorations, because we're getting the guild is slowly climbing up the ranks, and like we had decorations before, but like we've been able to actually unlock like a proper decorations trader.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So we did have like an evening of goofing. The core was like, "Oh, do you want me to make this statue or this statue?" And I was like, "You've got to make the wyvern statue because that is the coolest." And we didn't realize that it was 100 feet tall. So he put the statue in the inventory, and I was like, "Cool, I'm the guild leader. I'll go build it." So when I opened up the UI and it was like, "Where do you want to place it?" I literally went.
Yeah. That's why I'm glad we have the preview. Also, fucking Final Fantasy is gonna get me back into playing Crystalline Conflict again because the PvP rewards for this season look so good. Which is fine because I like Crystalline Conflict. They made PvP fun.
Congrats, you did it. Yeah.
Oh my god, they put up a teaser. Hold up.
Mm.
Tomorrow, prepare your... This is for Barra's End, sorry.
Woo! This again. Isn't symmetrical. Actually, no, it shouldn't be. Because it might look a little weird. In this central bit, at least.
They put out a teaser, which is while they set up the combat set, they locked the players out of the studio and then let them back in. And the first 2 seconds of this clip is Erica walking back in, looking at the set, screaming as loud as she can, and running out of the studio as the other players come in like, what's going on?
I mean, that's
the
Erica, though.
absolute horror of every player.
Erica's reaction to most things is to scream and run.
No, but like everyone has a look of like you can't see the set in that video. They're facing towards the players, so you just get their face. But for a decent amount of that video, it's just someone screaming.
I mean, I haven't seen it anywhere, but that's probably because I haven't looked too hard. But I think it's definitely to say for people like, are you thinking, oh, shall I, shan't I? Just remember when you watched Watership Down as a kid. And remember how a lot of adults were like, oh, it's a film about rabbits. And then if you watched it as a kid, you were basically fucked up for the rest of your life.
They spend a significant amount of the adventuring party for episode 1 just talking about the effect Watership Down had. Some of them have not seen it.
It's big Watership Down energy to me from...
I have also never seen Watership Down.
Well, if you watch it, you will see it, because the comparison is right there.
Yep. I know that from the adventuring party that Brennan has an encyclopedic knowledge of Watership Down.
Of course he does.
Of course it's one of his...
something he hyper-focused on when he was a kid.
Yeah, it's one of his childhood special interests. And you can tell he like knows the language or whatever the fuck. I can't remember. Yeah, it's crazy.
They have their own words for things. Like, God, some of them are hard to pronounce as well. Elahare, the rabbit god.
Brennan knows it. And Izzy's like, yeah, he knows everything about this, so I've never seen it. Which is the most couple mood of all time. Like, I don't need to watch it. My partner knows everything about it. Yeah, show's really good. Really enjoy it.
Very good.
Excited to see what the fuck that... Yeah, you can watch that clip if you want. It's really funny.
Oh no.
You can pop it up on the stream, obviously. It's completely safe.
Oh god.
Just genuine horror.
Yeah, this reaction here is so Erica.
Yep, that's Erica in a nutshell.
Yep.
It's really funny because Erica, you know, I told you about the family tree. Erica is playing the grandmother. And she's so good at it.
So good. I even said to her, I was like, Erica very often, let's be honest, plays Erica coded characters. So like how I just said that like, oh, the screaming and the running is very Erica. It's like, yeah, she does that a lot with a lot of characters of just like big energy and all of this. So for her to play this really old person, I was like, oh, I love the tone shift.
Yeah, it's like this character and is more on the Daniel Barkstock era of Erica characters, and it's so good. And also she's playing a character with a charisma of 3 on stats that were rolled.
We both went, oh no, and I was sat there for ages going, baby girl, please, baby.
Which means she rolled 4 ones. And she was like, nah, that's good. I can feel Abria's grin. Just absolute shit-eating grin of, you rolled 4 ones? The glee that woman would have felt.
Oh yeah. Having players with bad stats, absolutely.
Especially compared to Siobhan.
Oh my god,
who has,
the two
he's playing a 7-year-old with the stats of a god.
Yeah, they've got a 20 and a 19.
Yep. 20 wisdom on a 7-year-old.
Got 19 AC. That was literally, I saw their AC first and went 19, saw the class and saw monk. So my eyes then went to the dexterity. The dexterity was at 19, and I was like, well, that's not enough to make that number. So then they continued down the page to wisdom, which is at 20, and I was like, so much, just my eyes just saw so much.
And she's the first character that gets introduced.
I just saw so many numbers. I'm gonna invert this one actually.
I'm close Twitter, but I am gonna retweet the short they put out of Siobhan and Izzy RPing the siblings at the beginning.
It's very good sibling energy. Very accurate.
Not been better sibling energy on a D20 cast since Crown of Candy. One fear. Oh my god, you know what we should talk about? You finished the first season of Unsleeping City.
I did! I finished a thing!
May you all acquaintance me forgot.
Oh god, yeah.
And,
Guys, I need you to paint the picture of it being like freaking 2 in the morning. Me and Curls sat on the sofa in our pajamas with like blankets,
like so tired,
blankets and plushies around us, cups of tea, sat there quietly singing Auld Lang Syne to one another.
Unsleeping City is so good.
It's good. Great.
The final boss fight of Unsleeping City is fucking nuts.
Oh yeah.
It's not even the craziest final fight of a D20 season, and it's fucking batshit. So our next one is obviously Bar's End, which we watched in one sitting today, which is that's how good it is.
Yeah, time soared by. Literally, it finished, and then Curls looked at the time and was like, "Oh, I gotta go," and I'm like, "What?
Where am I?"
It sort of literally blinks away the hyper-focused sleep of like, "What? Where am I?"
Are we doing Crown of Candy after Bar's End?
Yeah.
Yes. We're doing them in like the funniest chronological order of all time, because we're doing like we by accident have ended up doing we're converging from both ends simultaneously. Which is fun. I like that.
Yeah, we're watching them in order, but then occasionally we sprinkle in the latest one. So we've usually done. So we've almost gone like oldest, newest, second oldest, second newest, third oldest, third newest.
Barnaby, get your ass out of here. Yeah, because we're skipping that one. Unsleeping City. And then it's Crown of Candy, yeah.
And then when we finish Crown of Candy, it will be Fantasy High 2.
Fantasy High Season 2, which is the longest season. Because it was live streamed.
Because pandemic.
Oh, no, that's Unsleeping City Chapter 2. Fantasy High sophomore year was the one where they were just experimenting with live streaming it.
Fair enough.
They were just seeing if like a CR type format works. Which it doesn't for them, and that's cool, but it is also one of my favorite seasons. Because it's kind of a bit different. Yeah, it's Fantasy High, Unsleeping City. Well, this isn't all the seasons, these are just the ones we're watching because I've seen them already. Fantasy High, Unsleeping City, Crown of Candy, sophomore year, Unsleeping City Chapter 2, which is probably my favorite thing they've ever put out. Misfits and Magic, if we're doing Misfits and Magic. The 7, if we're doing the 7. Starstruck Odyssey, Coffin Run, Court and Flame Flowers, which you've already seen. Ravening War, Mentopolis, Bar's End. I skipped a few in there because they're ones I haven't seen. Mm-hmm. I can't wait for junior year. Me the fuck neither, man. Blue can confirm I lost my mind.
Oh yeah, she went insane because it was announced while she was here.
I wasn't expecting it. I kind of was on that thing of like, I don't think they're ever going to do it. Mm-hmm. But no, they're doing it. And I'm going to lose it. I love all the other stuff they've done. I'm not one of those people who's just really attached to the Intrepid Heroes or Fantasy High in particular. I like the side quests probably more than the main seasons. And I prefer Unsleeping City to Fantasy High generally. Mm. But I'm so excited. I didn't realize how attached to those characters I was. And I think they're right. I think they do just need to wrap it up. It needs a nice... But, like, no spoilers. The fight at the end of sophomore year is so fucking crazy that I don't know how it's gonna ramp. I don't know how ramping's gonna happen because it's already at such a steep slope.
Oh my god.
Just got the confirmed that we're good for Platinum Princess tomorrow.
Hey! Yeah, D&D happening tomorrow.
And then I've got to start worrying about Okart again. I need to BRB real quick.
Fair enough. I was literally about to be like, oh god, that Wednesday game's gonna be so stressful for me.
Oh. Oh yeah, because you're the only one who's not charmed.
Oh, Kay also wasn't charmed, but Kay's not there!
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, Renara was fine, but Renara's not there, and I'm like, ah shit, I gotta do this on my own?
Yep.
Ah!
Time to grow up, kid.
No!
Right, I'll be right back, one sec.
See you back. Oh god, what am I gonna do, guys? Panic is mostly what I'm gonna do. Yeah, basically was. It's like splitting the party, except not. I mean, the party might get split because that's like my first question of like, am I gonna stick with the group as they're all being told to go to this place, or do I not do that? I don't know if that's a good idea because I paint a target on my head, and you know. One of the reasons that you don't split the party is that the easiest way to get killed is when you're on your own. Because you don't have anyone to back you up. And I'm like, A little bit skew with here. That's fine.
Wait. I return. Phoebe made me laugh.
What did
Phoebe
do?
sat downstairs with my dad,
Mhm.
and she's like led back on her back, but she's leaning on a bunch of pillows, so her like front paws are kind of between her back legs. And she looks like that meme of Winnie the Pooh. The one where he sort of like ascends out of his body.
Oh god.
She sat like that.
Oh no, Core, you broke the game. Yes. I think there might be a network error.
I sent you the beam blue.
Ah, yes, that one, yeah, from Kingdom Hearts. Just ascends.
That's from Kingdom.
I believe so, yeah. Because, you know, Disney.
Kingdom Hearts, man.
I think that's what
I
it's
broke Pericles. Uh-oh. That's not what you wanted to do.
No.
Oh. You can tell that shit's getting serious for me on this letter writing front because I'm opening the Oxford English Dictionary.
That's great. Doing a letter writing game with curls is also just funny because of the obvious reason of I don't consider myself much of a writer, and she's an English mage. Like,
Listen, just because I enjoy this doesn't mean that you have to be at my level to do it. No, I'm literally trying to work out if I'm abusing my university access to find out how stupid Whisper is. Because there's a word that I assume used to have a different meaning than the one we currently use.
right.
Like, we apply it to a fairly modern thing, but it must have come from somewhere.
Ah, one of those.
So, like, I just want to see if it used to mean something else. See, that first mention is 1895, which is too late. Yeah. Oh, this is going to be really funny.
Are you calling something queer?
No. I would just do that. I wouldn't look it up. I know the etymology of the word queer.
You know the bug history of the word queer?
Yeah. Yo, I'm gonna say this. The fact that the Oxford English Dictionary requires a university login is stupid.
That's insulting.
Well, it's because it's not just a dictionary, it like tracks the historical meanings of words.
Mm-hmm.
So I get it, but also I think everyone should have that. Okay, yeah, it's Latin. I know that. Yeah, I'm not doing my full, like, this isn't Thousand Year Vampire. Thousand Year Vampire is like me really indulging my historical bank of knowledge, specifically of like historical art, and really going apeshit on that, because that's kind of the point of what I'm talking about. But I'm not doing that in this one. To be honest, I'm not even that fussed about any sort of historical accuracy in any way. I'm just doing it because it would be funny if she didn't know what this meant. Oh, okay, yeah. That makes sense. Damn. I was trying for Blue, because Blue knows what the price that Whisper paid to the society was. I was checking the historical meaning of the word motor.
Oh, right.
Because I was like, what did we use that word for before the motor engine? And we did sort of use it. Because it's not really a word until after the kind of Industrial Revolution, but it was kind of used as like a part of a bigger machine, whether that was like a cart but it was sort of a word that people didn't really need. It carried on mostly in Italian and French for the most part, even though it's derivative from Latin, because it means something more in those languages. Although interesting, it used to, and I mean used to in like Old English, is a reference to the movement of celestial objects. The force that moves celestial objects, which depending on it looks like depending on what text you're looking at, either is like they're talking about science or they're talking about God, right?
Right, of course.
Yeah. 1620 from God, that is the true prime motor. All our movements or motions are from God as the prime motor. Is he not then the first cause and motor of all our motions? This is what I mean about everyone should have access to this. It's really interesting. They just track like the first usage of words in historical texts. So you can just literally be like, what's the first time this word was ever used in like a written text that we still have? And sometimes the answer is 1447.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not going to try and read that because it's in Old English.
In ye Old English before they invented proper words.
So it looks like... I'm going to send it to Blue.
Oh no.
So it looks like this. Look at me in the eyes and tell me that's English.
Oh no!
It's like some of those words I can work out what they are, but some of them I can't.
Nope. I'm not even gonna try. Oh my god.
Nope. This is like my lecturer specializes, my supervisor for my
understand
thesis.
Latin better.
Yo, yeah. Mm-hmm. There are letters in this screenshot that I've sent Blue that don't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
Dead
don't
letters.
even this. Yeah, dead letters. It's not even the. It's not like the whole like S and F thing. It's like no. There's a letter in here that's both a P and a B, and I don't think it's meant to represent either of those.
No, I think it's meant to be like either like
a TH.
Yeah. Sound.
Something that. Yeah. Study English, they said. It'll be fun, they said. It does look like the Oxford English Dictionary has updated so that some more parts of it are free to access than it used to be. So if you want to really have some fun if you're a complete nerd, this is what I consider fun. But I just think it's interesting when you look at like I don't know. I think the history of, as much as I'm not a linguistics girly, it is really interesting to be like, did this word always mean this thing? And the answer is usually no. And sometimes you find it used to mean the opposite, which is really funny. But also you'll see like completely out of context quotes, because they just record the first instance of the word appearing and the sentence that it's in. So like you'll really read some like completely out of context historical documents, which is really funny. Sometimes it's like a story that you've heard of. And sometimes it's like the most obscure political document you've ever heard of. If anyone was out there being like, I wonder why Carl's got an English MA, it's because I find that shit fun, unironically. Blue, did I tell you about the funniest fucking... I don't know if you saw it, because I did tweet about it. I will not name the publishing house that posted this, just in case. But the funniest fucking, like, press release I've ever seen. Did you see?
No, go for it.
There's a publishing house that I love. They're an indie publishing house. Well, technically an indie. They're probably like the biggest of the indie presses in the UK. Mm. And they've released some banger books, including some of my favorite books of all time. And they had their submission window for fiction in like a couple months ago now. And they publish like long form fiction, short story collections, etc. And they opened another window for submissions until the end of November. And I will quote right now the press release they put out about it. This special women's only submissions window has been opened because in our spring submissions window, and while there were many excellent books from a wide variety of writers, we did not find any that ultimately fitted what we are currently looking for. As we read, we also became aware that around 80% of the submissions were from men, which is why we now feel this particular need to open a dedicated window encouraging female writers.
Wow.
They were really like, men, be quiet.
Shut.
But it's like, we ultimately didn't find any that ultimately fitted what we are looking for. Like, they weren't good.
F.
And they were like, why are they all not good?
They're all, oh no. Like, that's not what they said, but that's the implication. It's just the statement of the two facts of, we didn't find anything we liked, and also it was 80%.
There was only 20% of submissions that weren't from men.
Oof. Whoops, that's not what they probably meant.
It is what they meant.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's really funny. Oh. That's fun. You want to be a librarian, which you need the MA for, right? Nope, I would have got a different MA if that was true.
Nope.
That is true, cool, but just on a meme level. It's almost certainly not what they meant, but it is funny. Right, now that I've established that Whisper's only half an idiot.
Only half.
Only half. She is an idiot, but in other more profound ways. I keep having to remind myself that, like, I shouldn't just make them succeed at things.
Failure's more spicy.
Yeah.
but only in narrative sense, not for me.
Me about to roll a 1. It was fun and great. Ah, fuck.
Failure's fun and great until it literally defines the entire campaign.
Oh my god. If I'm ever not sure what to write, I just make a judgment. That's the character. Was this the same one? Was this? Yeah. Can't use the word dank twice.
Not if you're trying to keep yourself serious. Wiggle.
Bah.
Hey, wiggle.
Oh my god. They're gelatinous.
Yeah. Look, there's no discernible face. So how am I supposed to do a talking animation? How am I supposed to do a talking animation with no discernible face?
So they just headbang.
Yeah. You've played Minecraft. People here have played Halo or Call of Duty. If you're talking to someone, you've got to wiggle up and down. You gotta wiggle up and down to be like, I am talking.
You gotta crouch or jump depending on what tools are available to you.
Truly, gamers have their own language.
Yup.
Punching in the air to be like, this way. I want the lower bit to come down as well. Ooh, missing a pixel.
Pixel?
Missing
in this economy?
Missing a pixel. I was pixel once. I was trapped in a rubber room pixels.
Oh my god! I was like, literally been sat here being like, I definitely introduced Blue to something else in the last 2 weeks. What was it? At least it's fucking Roblox. Oof.
Oh my god.
Did we finish that video? Yeah, we did.
We did, and I would never be the same. Oh my god. Oh my god. Fuck me.
The video SO masterpiece that is Roblox.
My life. Why did you have to bring that up? My life will never be the same.
You will never hear the name Tommy Tallarico again, innocently.
I will live a good life if I will never hear the name Tommy Tallarico ever, just full stop.
Mood though.
Ah! They're boxed.
Yeah, if someone if there's another person on this earth who has somehow never watched a H-Bomber Guy video, Roblox Oof is the way to go. This guy. You need a 2-hour-long video essay. Oh, who video? A H-Bomber Guy video? Am I losing my mind right now? H-Bomber Guy's been around forever.
Look at this. This video is nearly 2 hours long, and there's literally a bit here which says, the end, normal people stop watching here. And we got to here, and he was literally like, if you're a normal person, you can stop watching this video now. And Curls literally wiggled the mouse to show that there was still an hour and a quarter left, and I literally went, oh no. I was like, what's about to happen?
Because I literally, we were like, we're just gonna watch something short, but I couldn't think of anything. And for me, like, video essays I've seen many times are good comfort watches for me. So I was like, wouldn't it be really funny if I put on the Roblox Oof video, but I stopped at the normal people stop here mark? And I did, and it was. But if anyone wants a 2-hour video about the origins of the Roblox Oof and definitely nothing else. It's also, the narrative of that video is so funny in that H-Bomber Guy, who famously puts out extremely long videos. Like, the video before this is Deus Ex Human Revolution is fine, and here's why, and it's 4 hours long. Like, I've never seen this guy. Wild. I was like aware of this guy long before I was following him. You've probably seen the clip of the guy busting through the wall and is like, who's gonna buy the houses, Ben? Fucking Aquaman. That's this guy.
Yep.
Yeah, he was literally like, okay, I'm gonna make a shorter video. And then everything went to hell. Yeah, the first video I'd even heard of from this guy was Sherlock was garbage, and here's why.
Which, you know, having us spending a large time of our formative years in the Tumblr space was an important video.
A culturally defining video, one may say. Yeah, the post that they put up with the video is, I hope you like this incredibly normal video about the history of sound effect. Enjoy, everyone who's going down that rabbit hole tonight.
I mean, the thing is, as much as I am memeing, it was actually a very interesting watch. Like,
it's fascinating,
it's
yeah.
fascinating. If you're interested in, like, the games industry,
yeah,
and the absolute bizarre shit that can happen,
especially like the 90s era game industry.
Yeah, like,
for sure.
Because I am probably thinking like what you were thinking when Carl's first put this on, where I was just like, why do I want to watch a video about the goddamn Roblox Oof? What the fuck? Why do I want to watch
it's not, spoilers, it's not a video about Roblox. If you want to watch a video about Roblox, go watch the People Make Games videos.
Yeah, it's not about Roblox. I would recommend you watch it, or like put it on in the background while you're doing something, and when you
That's how everyone watches this video.
Yeah,
They're too long to watch any other way.
Half an hour in, you may find that you're no longer doing what you were meant to be doing, and you're just watching the video.
Should I tell the story about when I showed this to my sister?
I mean, you might as well, because the same thing happened to me.
So, this was when I went to go see the final show of Panic at the Disco, or second to the final show, with my sister, and there were train strikes the next day, so I ended up not only sleeping on her sofa, but then staying the extra day. And her and her other half both had the day off. So I was just sat on their sofa with only my phone to my name. And so I just like I was doing other stuff. I was like on my Switch, I think, or something, on her Switch. And I just had this on in the background because video essays are good background noise for me when I don't want to listen to music or don't know what music to listen to. And my sister was like, shove it on the big screen. And I was like, are you sure? I mean, it's a video essay about something I don't think you'll care about. And she's like, yeah, go for it. We don't mind. We're both doing other stuff. Like, her other half's playing Fortnite and she's on her Switch. And it's like, okay. So I shove it on the big screen. And for the first, like, 10 or so minutes, yeah, you just sort of, it's happening in the background. And then she, like, slowly, the Switch gets put down and she just starts looking at it going, oh my God. Like, every so often just makes a small comment about it. And then her other half finishes a game of Fortnite and, like, turns around like, what are you watching? And then he starts watching it. And for various reasons, I had to go and do a therapy assessment halfway through on the phone. So I was like, I'll just leave it on. I've seen it a million times. So I go into the only other room in the flat, do my assessment. It takes about half an hour. And then I come back and Vicky sat, she's got like one of those L sofas and she sat on the very end of it like this, like fully like hunched over, like just staring at the screen. She's like, what have you done? What have you done to me?
Yeah,
what is going on? It's so funny.
Absolute trip.
Yeah. If anyone ever wants video essay recommendations, oh boy, I have them. That's mostly what I watch. I watch like video essays and Drawfee. That's my media consumption other than D&D
We watched
shows.
a lot of both while Curls was with me.
You don't get a choice, really. It's like, I'm getting ready in the morning and I don't know what to watch. Surprise, I'm probably going to put Drawfee on if it's on.
I mean, it's fine because we're both in the same ballpark of like, it's not that we want something to watch, we just need a sound.
It's sound. Drawfee's good for that because they do talk some mad shit. Love them very much.
Affectionate.
And but they also like they don't accelerate the drawing process. Like, you don't really have, unless it's like a speed draw, you don't really have to pay constant attention. You just kind of got to be there for like the beginning of the drawing, the vague direction the drawing's going in and where it ends up, and then you can just kind of listen in between.
Mm-hmm. It's more of a talk show than an art show.
Yeah, depending on the episode, yeah. They've been doing, I don't know if I told you, Blue, or whether we watched any, but they've been doing every stream they do in October, they pick a different October prompt list.
Oh, fun.
So, like, because there's so many, like, Inktober spin-offs.
Oh, yeah.
That they've just been grabbing a different list every week and then rolling on it like a table.
Mm-hmm.
So they did Cringe-tober, and then the one for yesterday was Bad-tober. And the Bad-tober list is so funny. And it's just made for very unhinged stream energy. But it also led to that meme that I made today, which is like, slowly over time, Inktober's gotten more and more kind of memeified into something actually fun. Like, and then the visual artists hand over to writers in November who are still doing NaNoWriMo for some reason.
Yep.
And that has never been fun, never got fun, and never will be fun.
Nope.
Yeah, I'll see. Don't show this one on stream, but... Or at least you can show the image, but not the tweet. That's how I spent my day today, productively.
The fucking image. Wild.
The NaNoWriMo interface is truly despair-inducing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fucking graph. It's all the things that someone with ADHD doesn't want to see. It's a daily set of goals, a word count total, like, marker, a number of days remaining, and a fucking chart. Hellish. Why can't we make it fun?
Maybe that could just be a goal for you, just like, not for this year, but just like in general in your life of like,
Make November fun again.
Fun. Yeah. Basically, it stands for National Novel Writing Month, so it's like, well, how do I make that concept fun?
I think really it's a bit like Inktober in that the idea is just to get you writing every day.
Yeah.
Like,
the whole point of Inktober is drawing.
The NaNoWriMo is kind of the extreme of that, because it's like you get the novelty of having a novel at the end of it. But I think the amount of people who actually achieve that is extremely slim.
Oh, yeah.
Also, 50,000 words for a novel is not a lot of words.
Yeah. It's a lot of words to do in a month, but it's not a lot for a book.
Yes. So no one finishes NaNoWriMo. Like, there's a reason why for NaNoWriMo they're like, you write it in November, you take December off, and then January you edit. It's like, the idea is not that you end up with a finished product. The idea is that you've written 50,000 words in a month. So it's like, as long as you do something every day, you're kind of getting the spirit of NaNoWriMo. But we haven't got to the point as writers of what Inktober has become, which is like, you can pretty much look up a Inktober prompt list for whatever kind of art you already do.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be ink, it's just a prompt list of like...
No. I saw many that were OC-tobers, which were like OC questions.
Yeah.
Which is great. Love that. But we kind of, there's a couple of different months where people put out poetry prompt lists, but they're not like an official thing the way that Inktober is. Yeah, literally just a cursory Google is like the official Inktober, Punktober. I can think of like 20 of them. Goretober. This town's Owltober.
Yeah, the thing with art though is that there's drawing challenges for every month of the year.
Oh yeah.
October's just like the popular one, but there's Mermaid, there's Smalgus.
Oh yeah.
Some people...
I mean, I know this just from the Final Fantasy community, because, well, no, I know it in general, but like the Final Fantasy community, like there are months dedicated to certain, like Aura August, or like your visual writers love a monthly challenge, is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, any excuse.
Whereas writers don't like writing at the best of times. I've done so much visual art in the last month because of you.
You have, yeah.
I think I've done more visual art in the last month than I have in the last like 5 years.
Yes.
I drew truly every day I was at your house.
I didn't say it because I didn't want to call you out, but when I opened up the tablet and opened up Procreate, the first thing that it opened up was a blank document, and I was like, oh, which document is this? So I tapped on the layers, and there was just like 15 layers of outfits that you drew. And I didn't call you out, but that's what you did. You drew so much, and I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, I do like drawing. I just don't really do it. But yeah, no, well, that's because I do my... This is my go-to thing, is like, if I'm gonna take up a file, I'll not make separate files for each thing I'll do. I just keep, like, either if it's a Word document, I'll keep sectioning it off, or if in that case, because it was like one, like, Procreate file, I just kept making new layers. I fully can't remember. There's like 8 different... There's so many outfits. There's like a coloring thing I did on that. All kinds of shit. But yeah. Spoilers, chat. If you couldn't tell from the everything about me, I really like outfit design. Especially when I don't have to then make them.
Oh yeah, that's an important part.
When they're purely conceptual, they're fun. And also, I just like when you mess around with an art program non-seriously, it's like, what are the funnest brushes that I can find? and how can I use them? This letter's got some funny bits in it. Not intentionally on Whispers, but just because she's so fucking serious that every time she has to admit that she's slightly wrong, it's really funny. Sorry, I'm laughing at Whisper. Oh god, what a bitch. I have 1.2k, but the 10 footballs are so tempting. I got you.
Oh, we've got to save for the big boys. Shut up, you and your mod privileges. Stop it! I'm trying to work.
Yeah, chat, I'll give you a secret. If you ever want point reward things like that done in VTuber streams, ask the mods, because they have to be here all the time, which means they have so many points. I have nearly 40k points.
Nice.
This album on, this album's so good. That only works with smaller. Yeah, oh yeah, for sure, yeah. I mean, like, ones you're friendly with already.
Yeah, big streamers generally don't appreciate people begging for anything in their chat.
Nope. Yeah, use some amount of social graces. You got this, chat. I believe you. You're just toggling this is really funny to me.
That's how animation works!
I know, but you're doing it to the beat of what I'm listening to, and it's really funny. Jump Love. That's a wild little guy.
It's just a little guy.
Blue, what were the traits we gave humanity that we didn't like?
Let's see. Let's open it up.
Was it community and progress?
Setting. No, progress. Progress we liked. Progress has a star next to it.
Mm-hmm.
We disliked that they are dependable, and we dislike society.
Got you. Thank you.
And we liked progress, and we liked selfishness.
Yes, that was it. Yeah.
again, the key words when we were doing world building is, you know, pick some keywords that you like, and then the next step is, okay, how do you as vampires feel about these keywords?
Yes, and it's interesting because it's like on a broad scale. So like your character can still have opinions about those traits, but it's like the consensus of the vampire community as a whole. Like in general, are vampires exist in a world where vampires admire the selfishness of humans? Makes sense. Vampires are selfish creatures. Sorry. I need to make a meme about this. Hold up. Sorry. Oh. Look, the whole point of making OCs is so that you can laugh at them.
Yes. Hi, Nemo!
Hello, Nemo!
Speaking of, let's be honest.
Yep.
This man who constantly would be like, look at this excuse for a man. He is a piece of tissue paper. Piece of damp tissue paper. Who is going to
What
commit
is
a
a
war
man?
crime.
What is a man but a miserable pile of toilet paper?
Nemo really be like, I'm gonna make a walking piece of toilet paper and then make them do a war crime.
Yep.
Love you, Nemo.
This shouldn't be making me laugh as much as it is. I know I should be writing this letter, but I am making a shit meme.
Pixels.
Where did I just save this? This is a teaser for this letter.
Oh no. This isn't a specific meme! Oh my god, the fact that I can now anticipate a large chunk of this letter is wonderful.
Show stream just so they can have no idea.
You should post the meme to Twitter with no context. Don't even caption it.
Oh god.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Whisper's having a good time in modern society.
Mm-hmm. Clearly.
Right, I have an idea.
How many frames is that now? That's 4 frames? Including the static, essentially? Yeah, 4 frames, including the static. Check our DMs.
If society was good, we would have a Chitty Chitty Bang Bang Herbie crossover. Man!
Wow! Imagine!
That is a series of words.
Those sure are words that you have said. There's always that brief moment, and it happens a lot when I'm streaming, where I have the notification icon on my Discord. The sound doesn't come through, so it takes me a while to notice it. And I open up my Discord, and I see that it's on the DM bit. As in, someone has added you. And there's always that split second of me slowly raising the gun to be like, who? Who is adding me?
Prove.
This time it was someone I know, so it was okay, lowers gun. Accept. But there's been a few times where it's literally been raise his gun and then hit decline of like, I don't know who you are. Yeah,
Yep.
I don't know who you are. This one I do know.
Do I tag the people who made this game in the stream?
Anyway, as I was saying, just checking through our DMs. Oh my god, this is it. Not related to anything, but it's in my DMs, which is why I was like, oh, look at this fucking photo. Look at this photo of me and a friend.
Aww.
Look how cute this is. Gently holds.
Gently.
Gently holds. Look how cute this is. Also, this is my newest avatar. I say newest. I got the base like ages ago, but I recently redid the texture. Yeah, not what I was looking for, but just as I was scrolling up through the DMs, there it was, and I was like, I fucking love this picture. Is it written here? I don't see it written, so we might have discussed it verbally.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Object permanence.
Yeah. For me, it's like, oh, we talked about it, then it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you should have got it in writing.
Yeah, this is the thing, Les. Chaotix was saying, like, about how organized I was, and I was like, no, you don't understand. I have to write all of this down or I won't
Or it leaves. It leaves so fast. This is the thing, me and Kay gotta have this conversation, and there's a non-zero chance it will happen in person. In real life.
Mm-hmm.
And if I do, I'm gonna have to take notes.
Yes. What?
Sorry, no, I'm just laughing what I'm writing.
Oh, right.
Oh my god. For the chat, just in 3 words, what is whisper like? Just from your perspective, please. The vibe from her letter.
What is the vibe? How are the vibes? Streaming right now? Do I need to poke him in his own stream chat?
But it's like she's kind of rude, very opinionated, and very self-assured. And all of those 3 traits make what she is explaining right now. Like, any character who's like that, having to explain that they were wrong. It's the whole thing of, like, trying to tell a story in which you look like an idiot, but at the same time trying to save face as much as possible. It's just really funny.
File, save as. A GIF.
Herdia?
Dog.
Is a dog?
Yep. It's
that guy.
It's a herding dog.
I was like, cow? How's Scrappy? Oh, it's the middle stage. I know either side of it.
Remember how good was to added in those chain pants? Is this about the lace-up ones? Because I've also seen those.
Lace-up trousers are elite.
Yep.
If you look at those 12 plates of fashion design I did on Blue's tablet, you'll see that most of the trousers are lace-up because they're inconvenient in real life, but look great.
Jesus, it's a good thing I don't open my DMs in stream. I'm about to have very strong words with someone. That's unfortunate.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Wasn't me.
No, thankfully it was. No, yeah, it's. I'm not gonna call them out, but I am gonna have to have strong words and just, as you can imagine, the fact that I am gonna have to say to them, "You're very lucky I don't open my DMs on stream." You can probably imagine what they just sent me.
Yep.
minimize Discord and not open it until the stream finishes now, because now that I know that's there, I'm like, don't want to accidentally open that.
Yep. You got about 20 minutes. Oh, that's because that starts with an E, don't I?
Same time. This time. Shift. Sports.
I just don't tell you. Have you considered lying? Yeah, I'm just not going to tell you. You don't get to know that piece of information.
Ooh. Okay, let's just do the layout. Brain completely went for a second there, and I was looking in totally the wrong place. Export sprite sheet. Merge duplicates. Order. I believe I went for 5, and spacing of 5 as well. Spreadsheet. Save as anim. Shoot. So why did I close that window? Brain is going. Brain is going. Find the
Getting
file.
to the time of night.
Yeah, literally just closed closed the window. Was like, nope, I needed that, and now I'm just staring at it like, where the fuck is it to reopen it? There it is. Right. There we go. Okay, open up a Google Drive to go and upload it. Start. Graphics. I need to also export as a map. Name it. Dialog sheet. That's done. That awkward position in the stream of like, it's 10 minutes before we end, don't want to end early because of obviously algorithm things, but I'm done. Not a lot of point in starting something new.
Yeah, 2 minutes. I mean, we can finish 10 minutes early. That's not that much that the algorithm would be upset.
That's true. Unless chat has anything they want to talk about, and we can just talk for a few minutes.
Yeah.
It's also fine.
Because God knows there's plenty of people we could raid. It is populous on Twitch today.
Yes. Evening streams, daytime streams, not as many people to raid. At least not for the people that I follow.
God, Rebecca Roney's streaming Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion.
Yes, that game, God. Never played it, but just the name.
No.
Just the name is good.
Let's talk about how awesome Blue is. We could do that.
Aww.
I've spent 2 weeks doing that though.
Aww.
So I'd rather not.
Wow.
I finally got out of sleeping on Blue's floor.
I finally filled in the hole.
The hole that I left in your heart. You mean
you knocked in my office wall.
Okay, I feel like I have received unfair blame for this when I in fact ate shit and died. I feel.
Yes, I've been phrasing it as Curls knocked a hole in my wall, which she did, but it wasn't intentional.
No. The hole was not created by me in that it was an act of my agency. It was a hole created when the back of my skull collided with the wall.
No, don't exaggerate. It wasn't your head. It was the headboard of the bed that you were sleeping on.
I don't need to know that.
I got to defend myself.
What I'm saying is that in a court of law, it would be determined that it was your failure to correctly construct the bed, not mine.
I'm sorry, I didn't put the bed up. That's why it fell. You were like, I can assemble the bed tonight.
I don't think that's true.
Really?
I choose not to believe that. I don't remember who assembled the bed that evening. But no, yeah, Blue just came back into the room to me laughing my ass off because half the bed had collapsed.
I mean, it was funny.
It was hilarious.
But yeah, and then I help her up, reassemble the bed, and then I go, oh, the fucking wall! There's a hole here!
It's your wall's fault for being weak.
Well, it's been filled in and painted over now. That was a whole thing I had to do.
I feel like a decent lawyer could argue it was indeed Kels's fault. It would revolve around me and Blue remembering who had assembled the bed that night, in which case it may as well be unknown.
Unknown variable.
No one will ever know.
Has to decide. Who remembers? The plushies.
The plushies know. Archer knows.
They are keeping silent. Yes, Archer, everything that you got up to in this room, Archer kept vigil.
That's horrifying, what you said. Blue doesn't trust me. She set her dog on me.
You said to me literally the first night that you stayed in the morning, you were like, you woke up in the middle of the night to Archer staring at you.
Not because Archer's like a sentient Five Nights at Freddy's creature, but
Could be.
because because the only place to put Archer the plushie was next to my bed. But the thing is, Archer's so big that he was then at head height with me, lying down,
eye level,
eye to eye. And I learned eventually that to turn him the other way, so that I didn't wake up in the middle of the night and make eye contact immediately with Arcanine. But I didn't know that the first night.
The concept is just hilarious.
It's like, so funny.
It is funny.
It's what having a dog is like in real life.
I've been in a similar situation, not with Archer, but when I was younger, I think I've told the story before, I was really into paper crafting, where basically a lot of people would rip the 3D models from games, and then they would turn them into, they would unfold them as nets, and you could print them out. And then,
oh, I know exactly what you mean, yeah.
Make them out of paper.
Everything about you makes sense. Yeah, carry on.
Yeah. I made an Umbreon one because it was me. I did a bunch of Pokemon ones. I did an Umbreon one, and I literally had it on my desk, crafted it up, and it was finished. And I was like, yeah, paper craft done. Went to bed, woke up in the middle of the night. First thing I saw, 2 red eyes from this Umbreon paper craft staring at me from my desk, and I absolutely shit myself.
I feel like we've talked enough on this stream about my old ceramic doll collection that I don't need to tell any of the stories. Picture in your mind 20 ceramic dolls. End of sentence.
Literally, Umbreon papercraft. And you can
Papercrafts are such a specific memory.
Yeah. I did a bunch of these. I had a whole
Those are
shelf.
way too advanced for what papercrafts looked like to me.
No, this was the one I did. Paper Pokes, this website Paper Pokes, I was on here a lot. And this is literally just the model ripped from Pokemon Colosseum, and they've literally taken the polygons of the model and been like, that's where the scenes can go.
If you just Google papercrafts, a lot of the ones that come up are the Pokemon ones.
Yeah, it's a whole thing, and I got very into it.
Because I associate papercrafts with, like, printing something out when your, like, printer ink's kind of going, so it's, like, a little desaturated.
I'm gonna brag now, because I can find the most complex one I did, because I remember it, because I got it from this website, so...
Yeah, unsurprisingly, it does look like the second coming of papercrafts has been Minecraft.
Yes.
Which makes sense.
I made this. I printed it out. It was so finicky. Because then, this isn't big.
I don't have the dexterity for that.
The finished height of this Lucario model was less than an A4 sheet of paper. Like, look at these fur tufts.
Found your next papercraft play.
I literally was there with a glue stick.
Sinisty!
A Sinisty! I was actually there with a glue stick and, like, a teeny tiny, like, little paper clip. So that, because I couldn't do it with my finger, so I would have the paper on the paperclip to put the glue on, and then use the paperclip to stick it together. Because my fingers were physically too big to do it. Like, again, the instructions, it's like,
I nearly threw myself and my headphones out of the window trying to get this headphone pad back into this slot. Can you imagine?
Yeah, like, you see this arm and this body, so imagine how it's like, build the arm, build the body, and then by putting your hand or something in the center of the body, try to attach the arm to the body from the inside. But
this is why you have higher decks than me. I couldn't begin to do that. Isn't that the model from Smash?
It is, yes.
Probably.
I say a lot of these models are just game ripped models, and they just use the polygons.
Do you remember you can't open your DMs? I sent you for after stream. I don't know what Dragon Ball character this is, but I found a papercraft of a Dragon Ball model, and it's the most complicated fucking thing I've ever seen.
Oh god, yeah, it's a model of Frieza. Yeah, that is kind of how Lucario was. That is kind of what Lucario looked like.
I have a Sinisty.
Yay! Only for curls.
Only for me, the ghost trainer. Who's not even a ghost trainer.
god, let's talk a little bit about what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm excited. So tomorrow on Art Stream, I'm going to be continuing to do sprites, but I'm going to be trying to do some level sprites. For the first time, I've never done level sprites, I've only been doing character sprites. But I'm doing, like, what is my favourite world out of the worlds that are in the game, which is very me-coded, and as we have both said to a lot of people whenever we describe this, me and Chaotix, we both go, just picture the Avatar forest from the film. The James Cameron film.
Oh, the James Cameron of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just picture the Avatar forest. You know, this big, massive forest with all this, like, bioluminescent just stuff, these weird creatures. That's the vibe. And I'm like, oh my god. Because you know me. Colours. Just like, colours. But yeah, I've never done any sort of, like, background or environment sprites, so it's going to be a lot of experimentation. And a lot of me, like, looking at references and having to play around.
It's going to be an exploration. It'll be fun.
Yeah, it'll be fun. That's what I'm doing tomorrow, so I'm excited for that. And then, of course, we have D&T in the evening, which I'm now stressed about, because I feel a lot of pressure.
You'll be fine.
I feel a lot of pressure.
The thing is, your character is a kid, so if you do anything quote-unquote suboptimal, it doesn't matter because you're playing the character.
I suppose they have at least got that.
And also, like, if we can't break a charm against ourselves, what kind of adventurers are we?
Mm-hmm.
And if I end up killing the party, that's fine. I'll have fun. I'll have a great time.
I said when you briefly left, because the thought was in my mind, I was like, I feel like I shouldn't go off on my own, even if the party is charmed, because we're very
follow us into hell.
Yeah, we're very much on the back foot here. We're in someone else's territory, someone else who is in charge and is clearly a big magic user. So I feel like
if we go in there all charmed without someone who isn't charmed, that's
I feel like me trying to do like a Zal and like I'm gonna go off and do something sneaky. It's not gonna happen. It's not me.
No,
it's not the character. And it's gonna end
You're
badly.
a giant sparkly bluebird.
Yeah,
it's simply not possible.
Trying to do something like Damara, I could definitely do it with. You know,
Hogs could do it.
Yeah, 42 on a stealth. Cool. I'm gone. You don't know where I am. Kika can't roll 42 on a stealth. She's got like.
You got invisibility as a spell.
I'm not sure she does. We'll have to check.
I don't think she does.
No, but
it's not very her spell.
But even so, as I said, it's like even if this was my thing of like I think maybe I do have it, or maybe even greater invis. But my thing is that literally, Destiny said to us like the line was like, one of the things I hate about heroes is how they always think that no one's noticed them, and I'm like, well, yeah, that we do that all the time, and that's literally like Kika's biggest fear that she hates is people noticing her. And they they always notice her. That's like her whole character. So Kika now trying to go and do something without being noticed. It's not gonna happen.
We'll find out. You have to watch tomorrow. You won't do it, coward. I've already done PvP in this campaign twice.
Yes.
One time I was charmed, the other time I wasn't.
No. The one time that was just misinformation.
Hogs is literally like if you went up to her on the street and was like, hey, if your best friend became a zombie, would you shoot them in the head? And she would be like, do I have to wait that long?
Core and Stangy are both the same. They're always in the chat going, kill them. Do it, pussy. And I'm like, you two didn't fucking kill anybody, did you? You were there for a whole campaign. Closer to killing Del than you were. Are you kidding? I got Del almost killed so many times. Sometimes you're not even aware of, because sometimes rogues go and do stuff not during campaigns.
Right. It is 11 o'clock.
There we go. We did it.
Who do we want to raid into? There's Beccaroni's playing Turd Boy. Nathan Drawfee just started streaming Baldur's Gate.
Nathan Drawfee? Let's go raid Nathan Drawfee.
Nathan's other show is the name of Nathan's channel.
Awesome. I don't follow that, so I'm
literally just started playing Baldur's Gate. I think he's doing an all gnome campaign.
Please tell me it's not as cursed as K's.
I don't know. I don't know where. I'll check where he is in the game as well, just for your benefit.
K made either an all gnome or an all halfling thing, but they made them all evil Slumpers. Extremely cursed.
Where are you, Nathan? Hello.
Where are you, Nathan? Just says that people in general.
Oh, he's in the goblin camp. That's fine.
That's fine.
Yep.
Can you send me...
No, things aren't going well. Yeah, I love Nathan to Nathan. It's Nathan's other show.
Nathan's other show.
It's... Hey, I'll put it in chat. It's that.
Show.
Oops.
Ah, there we go. Nathan's other show.
He may not see it because he doesn't always look at chat, but we can go say hi.
We're raiding with maybe 4 people. It's fine.
That's fine. Nathan's other show doesn't get numbers. Sadly. Everyone go say hi to Nathan.
We literally have a... oh my god, we literally have a Grimer in our Nuzlocke named after Nathan.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we named our Grimer Nathan.
Yeah.
Right.
But everyone go say hi, use your woos. And we'll see you here tomorrow for how that D&D situation resolves.
Or wows, both are valid.
Yeah.
Nathan's other show. Always gates. And start raid. Right, thanks so much, everybody. I will see you tomorrow for the stuff I just talked about. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Okay, bye!
Bye!